Decades ago, First Nations in northern Yukon and the Northwest Territories came together with a vision for their homelands, a vast and thriving area that is currently known as the Peel Watershed. This vision was born from a place of responsibility and care. The wisdom and foresight of the nations and the unity that grew from that were what successfully defended the Peel along with modern treaties and democracy. In 2019, a land use plan was finally signed, which protected more than 80% of the watershed. It reflected the vision brought forward by those nations decades before, as well as the swell of support for the area to remain respected and intact. 4 years after, a group of youth traveled for over 2 weeks together down the Wind River in the Peel Watershed. As those youth spent time living and walking in the same places as their ancestors, they continue to bring that vision to life. This is their story on the Wind River.
Being on this river really means having opportunity for everyone to have different levels of connection and feel connected again. Especially feel connected to some of the history of this place, to the Wind River, to the Peel Watershed, and how it was used historically by First Nation people in this region. And also for people to feel connected to themselves, to be able to look inward, to work through some things while they're out here on the land for over 2 weeks, and to feel connected to each other. And then a little bit of connection to a future of this place, that it can stay protected and we can continue to have a positive relationship with this land.
The fact that we have these opportunities to get youth out, just to experience the land and to see what goes into these kind of trips, I think is already like a great way to get citizens out and experiencing the land before it changes and while it's changing.
I just really hope to see more of these trips happening, both on the larger scale, like this Wind River trip, but also just on the smaller scale. Because I really do see the positive impact for the youth themselves and for the community.
I think it's really great to have our youth go and experience what our ancestors once walked and lived, and to feel that connection between humans and the ground and the earth and the water. That connection has been lost. Rebuilding that connection is reconciliation.
This is my 8th river trip. This is my 4th lawn one, and it'll be the 3rd one that I've sterned the whole thing. This is definitely a big step up from the Steward and the Pelly River, just because those are big, slow-moving rivers, but this one's more narrow, tight corners, lots of sweepers and big boulders.
I'm just so happy for our young people to learn what is on the land. It's life-changing, very big, life-changing.
Getting to see it firsthand is really, it puts the stories that I hear from elders into perspective, and really just like the true abundance that the land has, the berries and everything.
I've seen the impacts it has when you get to connect with youth in an open space on the land and in non-concrete ways. There were some really special moments that I didn't necessarily expect. Getting to watch them work through challenges and grow and learn skills and come back a little bit more confident, a little bit more sure of themselves and feel proud of what they've just accomplished in relation to the land.
How much like crowberries in like one little patch, I think that's just something I haven't seen, like such abundance the land has, and like being able to see medicinal trees like the tamarack tree in person that I've only heard in stories and learned about, like how sacred they are and the medicinal values. Pulling over and then being like seeing a big, huge, like fluffy tree just standing there. It's like one of my favorite parts is the nature of it.
It's no small feat to get a trip like this together. You know, a lot of us have bags under our eyes right now from getting it all organized, not just people on the trip, but people back at the First Nation and CPAWS and YFNAD. But the impact that this can have, I know is quite huge, and I've seen it before, and I just think anything we can do to support that is more important than anything. You know, these youth are the future, and this place is really important, and this place is really powerful. So I think it's both an honor, and I feel like if you have an opportunity to help, you have almost more than an opportunity, it's a responsibility.
In this time of global crises, where the impacts of climate change and biodiversity loss are all around us, we all benefit from the intimate relationship and deep knowledge that Indigenous peoples have with their homelands. Standing up together to uphold Indigenous rights and responsibilities is the path forward for all of us and our future generations. As land planning continues in other parts of the First Nation of Na-Cho-Nyäk Dun's traditional territory, your voice and vision for the future are needed.